So the first card you have your past is the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, if you look at this queen, she's really looking at this coin, you know, she loves it. It's like it's her child almost. So I'm seeing a lot of caring in this card. I think you do care about a lot of people. I think at this time you had a few people you were either taking care of. I'm seeing maybe 1, 2, even more. You had to take care of people. You had to supervise people. It was something like that. Yeah. The thing that's coming, I know this is going to sound strange, but the thing that's coming out to me here is you're doing a good job. I just have to tell you, I wanted to say that because I think you might have lost a little bit of confidence, or maybe you're feeling as if you weren't doing as well as you should have been. I'm seeing a few little disasters that might have happened around you, and I think these were practical things. And they were out of your control. You know, you couldn't have done anything about these things. They just happened. But I think someone might have been, maybe not complaining, but they were sort of insinuating that maybe you could have done more, or that you should have done something differently. I don't know if they said that to you. It was sort of just implied. I'm seeing kind of a bit of an insinuation, or maybe they said a snide remark or something like that. But, you know, you did feel quite alone at this time. I'm feeling a lot of isolation around this, not physical isolation. It's kind of emotional and it's mental. And I think you really, really, really felt the effects of that. It was almost like it triggered something in you. You felt like this before. And, you know, you're feeling like this again now. And it was really hard on you, this kind of isolated feeling. Yeah, I think this was all happening around the workplace, maybe. I don't know if you have a caring role at work, or, you know, you might be around people a lot that you're helping or training or something like that. Yeah, again, I just want to tell you that, you know, you couldn't have done anything about these problems. You could not have done anything about these problems. Yeah, I think there also might be some new people starting at your workplace as well, and maybe that's why there was a lot of stress on everyone as well. I just saw that. But, you know, I just keep on feeling as if I have to keep on saying you're doing a good job, because you are doing a good job, and I don't think many people are saying that to you at this time. So I just keep on feeling that that's what I have to say to you. You're doing a good job. So the next card you have your past is the 8 of Wands. Yeah, I'm seeing this again in your workplace, people needing help and people needing care, and there are also these new people, I think, on top of that, probably asking you questions. So I think you had a backlog of things you had to get done and you were a bit stressed about that. You know, this will all calm down again, you know, pretty soon, because this is all about, and you'll be able to push forward with what you need to do, because that's what this card's all about, pushing forward and getting things done. So you will be able to get these things done. Yeah, I'm getting this very, very clear feeling of this isolation. I'm really getting that quite clearly. And the trigger, and I think the reason for this trigger, why you're so bothered by having to cope with all these things on your own in the workplace. And I think it was because in your more distant past, I think you're around someone who really, really wasn't supporting you, and they made you feel very, very isolated. And I think this was a love connection, and I think you just felt really, really unsupported by this person. They expected a lot of support from you, and they didn't give you their support, and it was very, very one-sided. That's what I'm seeing. It was almost as if, yeah, it was like you felt forced to push them into doing even the most basic things that they had to do. You know, they left everything for you. That's what I'm seeing. I'm actually seeing these wands poking them. That's what I'm seeing. And that's what you wanted to do. You felt like poking them with these wands. I'm getting this feeling of, do something, get up, stop sitting there, stop playing video games or whatever you're doing. Get up and do something. I know I'm laughing, but it was really serious at the time. You know, I think part of you just wanted to let them face the consequences of their behaviour. But if you did that, the consequences would have impacted on you as well. So you couldn't do that. You know, a lot of things were left up to you in this relationship, this past relationship. and you had to shoulder a lot of the responsibility, and that's why it was so isolating. You know, you had someone with you, but you're alone, or you may as well have been alone. So I don't want to say much more about that because I'm always going on about past relationships and I get into trouble about that. But sometimes I see that I talk about this a lot, I know, because when I see that going on in your past, that's where a lot of triggers are for what is happening now, or that's where a lot of things that are impacting you now come from. That's why I quite often see that in my readings. So that's what triggered this really intense feeling around feeling isolated and being left with all the responsibility. That's what I'm seeing there. I don't know if that helps or not, but that's where I'm seeing that feeling coming from. So that's why I'm seeing that. So the last card you have your past is the Emperor. Yeah, again, I'm seeing it again. I know, I can't help it. Yeah, I wasn't going to say any more about this, but again, you wanted an equal in this relationship. You didn't want to be their boss. You didn't want to be their parent or the Emperor in his suit of armour battling in them. You didn't want that either, but you felt as if you had no choice. You had to turn into the Emperor. So yeah, I won't say any more about that because it makes me angry, but yeah, I just saw that come up again. So the other thing I'm seeing here is that I'm just looking at these two cards together here, this one and the Eight of Wands. I don't think this has happened yet, but this is something, yeah, this is something I just want to make you aware of in case this does happen. If you're in a relationship, or even if you're just talking to someone in some kind of love connection, I think there's someone who might be watching your partner, and I think this might actually have been in your last reading or something like this or about this. Yeah, I think someone's watching them, or I think they're looking at them, maybe on social media, and they're not doing anything now, but I think they're probably going to contact them at some time soon. And I think I'm seeing them overly contacting them, kind of excessively contacting them. Lots of texts, lots of words, paragraphs of words, and they definitely have some kind of problem because obviously this isn't normal behaviour to do this. Yeah, there's this really out of control feeling in this. It's like they want to be in control like this Emperor. And the other thing I'm getting is that they had everything once, this person, and now they don't. So maybe this is their ex, and they had them once, and they felt like they had everything, and a lot of things were taken away from them in their life, or that's how they're feeling in this card. Because I'm just looking at this golden orb that's in the Emperor's hand, and you know, that symbolises the world. So he has the world in his hands. So they felt like they had the world in their hands at one time, and they don't anymore. You know, in the Christian tradition, you used to see a lot of these golden orbs with these crosses above them, symbolising the cross is above the world. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing some obsession around this. There's a lot of over-the-top communication, and if they know about you, or if they get to know about you, they might try to contact you as well. So just be aware of that. You're not in danger, but I just wanted to say that to you. Just be aware of this communication coming to you. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have your present is the Six of Cups. Yeah, so I think this person who's around you, this love connection, I think you might have already been together maybe in the past, because this is about reunions, going back to the past, and obviously this is a very loving connection that I'm seeing here in this card. So yeah, I'm also seeing a bit of backwards and forwards energy here too. I'm actually seeing something very, very special here, really special, a very special connection. I think the first time around was very, very different to the way it is now, or even the way that it's going to be, because I'm seeing you gradually coming closer and closer together with this person, and there's not going to be any angst anymore in this relationship. I think the last time you were together, there were a lot of unrealistic expectations on both of you maybe, but you know, this time it just seems a lot more relaxed, a lot easier. You know, this card's like a spring day, you know, when the flowers are blooming and the sun's on your back and it just feels really warm. That sort of feeling, that's what I'm getting around this relationship. It's really beautiful, just really relaxed, just like you're having a picnic in the sun and it's just a lovely day. You don't have to go to work, you can just relax. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting around this. It's really, really, really nice. So yeah, the next card you have your present is the Eight of Swords. Yes. Yeah, this is why I'm seeing this person in the Emperor card, or, you know, this is why I think they're very, very obsessed and they're sending these messages. You know, it's like, yeah, they want what they used to have. So I think that's why they're like this. Again, I think they were probably the ex of your partner, because they want what they used to have and they feel like, you know, they're used to getting their own way. That's what I'm seeing. Just like the Emperor always gets his own way. And, you know, they're not getting their own way. And that's why they feel trapped. They want to get out of this. They want to get what they want and they can't do that. That's what I'm seeing. Again, I'm seeing a bit of a warning in this. You know, again, don't worry, you're not in danger. But if this person contacts you, they might try to tell you something about your partner. Yeah, I'm seeing them trying lots of different things just to cause these kind of little problems. You know, if they could put any doubts in your mind about your relationship, any little cracks they can kind of put in the foundations, it's like a win for them, if that makes sense. You know, it sounds like they're a horrible person. I don't think they are. I think they're very disturbed, definitely, and they're very angry and very bitter as well. Definitely block them if you need to, because I think any message they have to tell you, I think it will have some kind of agenda attached to it. You know, it's not the message, it's kind of what they're trying to project onto that message to tell you. So yeah, just be very, very careful. Again, block. I keep on seeing block them. So do that if you have to. They're not dangerous. You know, they're just words. The only thing you have to fear is words, and you don't have to worry about words. They're just words. So yeah, but you know, you don't need that. So just block. The last card you have your present is the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I think things are probably going to calm down a lot around your workplace and around your home as well. I keep on seeing you caring for these people, these two specific people. I'm not sure if it's in the workplace or at home, but you do have to care about them or supervise them or look after them. I think they slow you down a little bit sometimes, but you know, you want to care for them. That's what I'm seeing. I think you might be thinking about some extra study maybe, and I think you're sort of weighing things up. You might be weighing up different courses. It might be something like that. So yeah, if this resonates, just try not to think about, you know, try not to think about the most prestigious piece of paper qualification kind of thing. Concentrate more on the content of the course and what you personally want to get out of this. Especially don't think about what other people think of this, because I think there might be some people around you who might be saying, oh, go to that university, it's really prestigious, or go to the one with the name, or go to the one with this, or so that I can tell people you're going here. It might be your family. Don't do any of that. Labels don't matter. It doesn't matter. It's the content that matters. I'm sure you know that, but think about what you want personally. Not the name, not the label, not the qualification. Think about what do they actually cover in this course? What is going to be the best thing for me personally? Think of that over anything else. So yeah, if that's resonating, I can't say the word resonating. If that's resonating, just keep all of that in mind. That's what I'm seeing in that card. So the first card you have for your future is the Page of Pentacles. So yeah. Yeah, this can also be about learning. The pages are students. And yeah, I want to look at this card next to the Knight of Pentacles and also the Queen of Pentacles. If you look at all three of them, they're kind of making a triangle. It's really interesting, an upside down triangle. Yeah, they're all staring at these coins, and it's like they love them. They care about the coins almost as if they're children. They kind of love them. So when you start this course of study, make sure you're taking care of yourself. That's the only way you're going to go through this. You know, the Queen and the Knight and the Page, they're all holding these coins really, really gently in a really caring way, as if they're really precious. So treat yourself in that way, as someone who's really, really precious. You are really precious. You know, don't be hard on yourself. If you're running a bit late, or if you've got a piece of work that's not quite up to your normal standard, treat yourself as if you were your own child, if that makes sense. It sounds a bit silly, I know, but you know, just imagine you're your own child. Try to praise yourself when you do well, and when you don't do so well, try and learn from it. But don't be upset, don't chastise yourself too much, don't be angry. It's not going to make any difference. Just be kind to yourself, just love yourself. And there's a golden sky in all these cards as well. If you look at them all, they're all where the yellow really stands out here. So the results are going to be positive. Yellow is a very positive colour. It's the sun, it's gold. So, you know, this will be really good. You'll get a good result from this. I know you're a perfectionist, but, you know, you'll pass this. You'll be fine. You'll get through this. Go easy on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. Yeah, so the next card you have, your future, is the Page of Cups. So, okay, so I keep on seeing studying. I'm seeing studying all through this now. So if you're not studying, you know, maybe this isn't for you, but this is for someone who is thinking of studying. So I'm really getting this very heavily. Someone needs to hear these messages about going into study or whatever this is. So this is what I'm seeing. When you are getting into this, if you are doing this studying, try not to lose sight of the enjoyment and, you know, the love you have for this subject. Because I was seeing this in the Knight of Pentacles. You're genuinely interested in this. That's why you want to do this. You love this. You want to do this. So, you know, this card can be about inspiration coming to you suddenly with this fish that comes out of the cup. It's like, oh, inspiration coming out of this cup. And it can be about creativity. And, you know, it's just about, also just about enjoying things. So, you know, I think you'll get a lot more out of this if you try to just sit back and just enjoy the process. You know, if you focus more on that and less on the results. And, you know, if you do that, the results will probably be even better, because, you know, your enjoyment of this is going to shine through in the work that you do. And, you know, you can be very, very focused on results a lot, I think, and there's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, if you focus more on, you know, the enjoyment and the love you have for this, you know, you'll get a better result and you'll feel a lot happier. You're not going to get this time back. That's what I'm trying to say. So you may as well spend it enjoying it instead of worrying about all of these results, because you're going to get them anyway. That's what I was seeing in the Page of Pentacles. Look at all this yellow. You're going to get the results anyway. So sit back and enjoy it. It doesn't matter if you don't get 100% or 98%. If you get a decent result and you pass and you're getting what you need out of it, because it's not about a percentage, it's not about a number, it's about what you learn, what you get out of it, what you experience out of this. Again, it's the content, it's not the label. It's not the label you put on yourself, it's not the label you get at the end of this, it's the content, it's what you get out of this personally. That's what I'm seeing in that. I have to keep on telling you this for some reason. The last card you have, your future, is the Five of Wands. So, yeah, I think your energy is going to be a little bit scattered for a while, and I think it's going to be a bit like that until you get into the groove of all of this, you know, until you get into this new routine. You know, it's not going to be easy at the beginning. It's going to take a while for this to all, you know, the logistics and everything to kind of start working properly and fall into place properly. But, you know, it's going to be worth it. Don't give up on this. There are going to be times when you'll probably be under a lot of pressure, but just hang in there. It's really, really well worth it for everything that you're going to get out of this. You know, and it's going to feel a little bit like, you know, when you first start, it's going to be a bit like that lost feeling, you know, like it's your first day at a new job or at a new school. You know, you feel as if you don't know where you are or what you're doing at first, but then it settles down. The other thing I'm seeing here is I think you have a lot of people who want to help you with things practically. Don't say no. If people say, oh, let me help you with this, let me take this over, can I do this, can you come over, can I bring you dinner, whatever, say yes. Say yes. Don't be a hero. Say yes. That's what I'm seeing. So Virgo, I hope this resonated. I know the last bit will probably only resonate with people who are studying, I know that, but that's what I was seeing. And, you know, general readings can't always resonate with everyone, you know that. But again, if you like this reading, please like, subscribe, leave a comment if that's what you'd like to do. And thank you so much for watching.